Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Jim Scott's Weather Desk. As we head into the new work week, the main weather story across the country is a slow but steady retreat of Arctic air from the eastern seaboard, and at the same time, a shift towards a more active storm pattern developing in the west. Winter is easing in some areas, but ramping up in others. Let's take a look at the big picture. The extreme cold that gripped the Northeast over the weekend is finally beginning to moderate. Now it's still very much winter out there, especially during the morning hours, but a gradual warm up is on the horizon for the eastern half of the country. Meanwhile, out west, the Pacific jet stream is revving back up. That means we're transitioning away from quiet, dry weather and heading into a wetter, stormier pattern for parts of the western United States as we move through the week. So in short, cold slowly backs off in the east while active weather returns in the west. Let's start in the Northeast and the Mid-Atlantic. Today marks the final full day of extreme cold warnings for many locations. Morning lows will still be biting, hovering in the teens across much of the region, but by this afternoon, temperatures finally climbed back into the low 30s in cities like New York and Philadelphia. Skies will be mostly sunny, which is great for visibility and travel, but northwest winds will continue blowing, keeping the cold bite in the air. So yes, it's improving, but it still feels like a deep winter forecast today. Across the southeast and Gulf Coast, the weather is looking beautiful and quiet. High pressure remains firmly in control. Clear skies, plenty of sunshine, and dry conditions from Georgia through East Texas. Temperatures range from the 50s in the Carolinas and upper 60s and even 70 along the Gulf Coast. After last week's cold, this is a very welcome rebound for the south. Cloud cover will increase through the day as a weak system slides through the upper Mississippi Valley. With it comes the chance for scattered light snow showers and occasional flurries, especially across Wisconsin and Michigan. The good news, accumulation stays minimal, generally under 1 inch. So while you may see a brief snow burst, major impacts are not expected today. And now the main weather focus shifts to the west. A pattern change is underway as Pacific jet stream becomes more active. Moist air is pushing into the Pacific Northwest and Northern California area. Rain becomes widespread along the coast today and going into tonight. Meanwhile, higher elevation, especially in the Cascades, will begin seeing accumulation of snow and heavier mountain snowfall developing overnight. This makes the beginning of a more active and stormy stretch of the western U.S. after several quieter days. So here's your national takeaway for Monday. The extreme cold in Northeast is easing slowly. The Southeast enjoys sunny, mild weather. The Midwest sees light snow showers with little impact, and the West turns wetter and more active with mountain snow returning. A transition day for much of the country. That's your national weather forecast for Monday, February the 9th, from Jim Scott's Weather Desk. Enjoy the milder air where it's arriving. Bundle up where winter is still on, and keep an eye on changing conditions out west. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you with your next update. All right, everyone, now let's get it closer to home and take a look at what's ahead for Indiana and Ohio. Temperature this morning at 4:45 a.m. at the time of me recording this is 20 degrees. At least it's not in the single digits. Monday starts off on a quieter note with partly sunny skies across the region. High temperatures reaching near 33 degrees. Yeah, get the shorts out. So we're right around the freezing mark, and the east wind around 5 to 7 miles per hour keeps the light chill in the air, but overall, not a bad winter day. Your Monday night skies stay partly cloudy. Temperatures dip down to around 26 degrees. Winds go calm early, then slowly turn out of the south near 6 miles per hour, later in the day and into the evening, settling the stage for a mild bump coming up. And you'll feel that change on Tuesday. We're looking at mostly sunny skies and a noticeable milder temperature. Highs climb to around 40 degrees, which will feel much better after the cold stretch we've been through. A southwest breeze at 6 to 8 miles per hour helps that warmer air move in before the winds shift out of the west later in the afternoon. Tuesday night, clouds increase again with lows falling back to around 26 degrees. A light northwest wind keeps things cool but quiet overnight. Moving into Wednesday, we stay partly sunny with highs near 35 degrees, still on the cool side but seasonable for February. And Wednesday night, skies turn mostly cloudy, temperatures dropping to around 21 degrees. So the bottom line for Indiana and Ohio, we're trending a quieter and a bit milder early this week, especially Tuesday before cooler air settles back in by midweek. No major storms on the horizon, just typical winter ups and downs. At your local forecast from Jim Scott's Weather Desk, and I'll keep tracking any changes for you.